Hello everyone, I'm Coyote Jack. Let's talk about this because, well, looks like Ford and General Motors fuck it up. Surprising, am I right? I'm going to start reading you this headline and the content of it. Ford cuts production of F-150 Lightning electric truck. So, yeah. From Brumbler, Ford Motor Company said that it will reduce the number of workers making its F-150 Lightning truck as demand of electric vehicles continues to weaken. This is fucking hilarious to me. I want to cover this because this is the reality of when it comes to electric vehicles. About 1,000, 1,400 employees will be impacted as the Rogue Electric Vehicle Center transitions to one shift beginning April 1, or shall say April 1st. The Dearborn, Michigan-based automaker said Friday in a statement. The company said it expects to continue growth in global EV sales in 2024. And that's a fucking lie. Though it will be less than anticipated. Last month, Bloomberg reported that Ford would cut production goals for for the EV in half this year. So this truck is a fucking dumpster fire for Ford. And just to continue reading this, in a site that traditional gasoline-powered vehicle demand remains strong, that's the reason why, and a lot more. Ford also said that it was hiring nearly 900 new employees and adding 700 employees from its Rogue complex for a third shift at its Michigan assembly plant. This will allow the automaker to increase production on Bronco and Bronco Raptor sport utility vehicles and Ranger Raptor pickup trucks. They're focusing. So you know what? Fuck this EV shit. We are losing money. And yeah, I'm going to say this is the US government. They push it for all this environmental bullshit. Everyone finally realizes, even the normies finally pay attention how these electric vehicles are manufactured. Not only you are just making Africa more miserable with the whole lithium mines, it's more. The cost is higher, and not only is more high, it is unsustainable. How is that? The maintenance of the fucking vehicle skyrocket compared to a gasoline one. Sorry. Let's continue. Ford shares fell 0.8% to $10.90 as of 9:30 a.m. in New York on Friday. Ford said it's balancing production meet to the customer demand, and Chief Executive Officer Jim Farley said the company still sees a bright future. That's a lot of fucking bullshit, you know that. For EVs for specific customers. Oh, even the customers who bought Teslas, they are just getting laughed at thanks to this winter. The whole fucking winter proved that, yeah, these electric vehicles, the battery just dies. And you are stuck in the middle of nowhere. And on top of that, how much you waste time charging the battery when you use a gas powered car. You just go to a gas station, charge it in a few seconds, and there you go. And I say the government of the US pushes for this environmental bullshit because how these electric vehicles is just they're just so constructed in a way that not only they are not repairable for your average Joe, even if he wants to, it's it has planned obsolescence on top of that, the batteries they just die faster than a gas powered car. It's it's all this bullshit of the whole save the planet, the government of the United Socialism of America push it, and to everyone else in the world. And they are with thanks to this winter, they paid the pricing. Why no one wants this? And Ford and GM, they just stick it to this because say, oh well, if we fuck this up, they are going to bail us out again. Yeah, because it's not the first time the US government bailed out GM and Ford. They should have gone bankrupt years ago to their poorly made decisions. But they keep bailing them out because they are a US company. Well, GM not anymore, they are now owned by Chinese investors. But well, I keep mentioning GM. I just going to show you this. GM cancelled Chevy Bolt, expects Ultium EVs to bolster the bottom line. And this is from January 28. General Motors has cancelled its Chevrolet Bolt and Bolt AUV just as they propelled the automaker to second place in the electric vehicle sales in the US, stock still well behind Tesla. Yeah, Tesla, they didn't hide out that, yeah, we are just making these electric vehicles just for petulant dudes who think they are saving the planet. We are not hiding that. At least I gonna give props to Tesla and Elon Musk for that. But well, when the last bolt leaves GM's Orion assembly plant in Detroit area, 24 Chevrolet Silverado EV and GMC Sierra EV production will go in, contributing to the company-wide capacity, including Factory Zero in Hamtramck, of 600,000 electric trucks per year, potentially accounting for a large share of GM's goal of production 1 million EVs in North America in 25. And then you have this fucking article because yeah, I asked the fucking EV test out. GM struggled to accelerate EV production in 23. So the automaker reported Wednesday that delivered 75,883 EVs in 23, but more than 62,000 of those were Bolt EV and UAV models. And then they just straight canceled that model. And I expected that yeah, I didn't mention it the US government because they accepted money to put out with this fucking scheme. GM and Ford they're paying the ultimate price. And I just going to say that yeah, they fucking backstabbed their own customers. Well, it's not only American motor companies, Japanese companies too, European companies too. I just going to mention ones: fucking Toyota, fucking Subaru, fucking Nissan, and then you have fucking BMW, Volkswagen, all of those companies saying, "Oh, we are going to end gas-powered cars. We are not going to make them anymore. You are just going to use EVs, and you are going to like it. And if you're not buying, we are going to force the government to buy one by making illegal your older car." That's how they operate. How mentally insane they are among these fucking governments, especially the one I keep ranting about, how they push it for all of this nonsense. They are unreliable vehicles. Even if you put aside all of the fucking political agenda, you can still clearly see they are unreliable compared to gas-powered cars. Even fucking truck of my grandfather was a lot cheaper to maintain and better, and that thing is already 60 years old. Imagine how a 6 decades truck is more reliable, fixable than a modern day EV vehicle. Yeah, I know, right? He also saying something controversial and yet so brave. But that said, that's if you really want to cover all of this. They are just going. These electric vehicles, they are not the future. Even if you can make the argument that it could get better, yeah, but we are not in that time. Maybe we are not going to be even alive to see if that actually is sustainable. But well, at least gas powered vehicles, they are not going anywhere. And when the whole European Union collapses for their own stupidity, well, you better have one of those trucks.